Good morning, everybody. It's great to see you all. I want to start off by just congratulating our mayor-elect Mamdani on an incredible victory and a just remarkable campaign this last year. I think what we saw last night was New Yorkers not just electing a new mayor, but clearly rejecting a politics where outsized corporate power and money too often end up dictating our politics, and a clear mandate for change where New Yorkers can get ahead and where all workers and small businesses can thrive, not just get by.
In a move that sent shockwaves through Wall Street and boardrooms across America, New York City Mayor-elect Zohran Mamdani made one of his first major appointments, and it's making the corporate elite very, very nervous. Her name is Lina. She's Pakistani-American. She's 36 years old, and she's one of the most feared regulators in modern American history. On November 5th, 2025, just days after his stunning victory over Andrew Cuomo, Mamdani announced something unprecedented, an all-female leadership team for his transition. But the name that dominated headlines wasn't just about gender representation, it was about power. Lina, the former chair of the Federal Trade Commission, was named co-chair of Mamdani's transition team. Let that sink in. The woman who took on Amazon, Apple, Facebook, and Google, the woman who made billion-dollar corporations sweat, is now helping shape the future of America's largest city. The Guardian called it a warning to private equity. Fortune magazine scrambled to analyze what it meant for business. The Wall Street Journal's headlines said it all. Mamdani taps Lina as transition team co-chair. If you're a corporate landlord, a private equity firm, or a monopolistic corporation doing business in New York City, you should be very, very worried. To understand why this appointment is so significant, you need to understand who Lina is and why she became public enemy #1 for big tech and Wall Street. Born in London to Pakistani parents, Khan immigrated to the United States when she was just 11 years old. It's the classic American immigrant story, except this immigrant grew up to challenge the most powerful corporations in the world. While still a law student at Yale, Khan wrote a paper that would change everything. It was called Amazon's Antitrust Paradox, and it fundamentally challenged how America thinks about monopolies and corporate power. For decades, American regulators only cared about whether companies raised prices for consumers. Khan argued this was dangerously short-sighted. She showed how companies like Amazon could use predatory pricing, vertical integration, and market dominance to destroy competition, even while keeping prices low temporarily. The paper went viral in legal and policy circles. At 29 years old, Khan became a rock star in the world of antitrust law. By 32, President Biden appointed her to lead the Federal Trade Commission, making her the youngest FTC chair in history. What did Khan do with that power? She absolutely terrified corporate America. She went after Amazon for anti-competitive practices. She blocked Facebook's acquisition of a virtual reality company. She challenged Microsoft's merger with Activision. She investigated Google's market dominance. She took on private equity firms that were buying up hospitals and healthcare companies, consolidating markets, and raising prices. Corporate lobbyists went into overdrive. Business groups filed complaints. Billionaires called her a radical. Republicans in Congress held hearings, trying to undermine her work. Even some Democrats, beholden to tech company donations, quietly wished she'd go away. But Khan didn't back down. She kept investigating. She kept filing cases. She kept fighting for competition, for small businesses, for consumers, for workers. Then Trump won the 2024 presidential election, and in January 2025, Khan was out, replaced by a Trump appointee. The corporate establishment breathed a sigh of relief. That relief lasted exactly 9 months. Because now Lina is back, and this time, she's helping run New York City. As co-chair of Mamdani's transition team, Khan isn't just a symbolic appointment. She's helping shape policy. She's identifying key appointments. She's bringing her expertise on corporate power, monopolies, and economic justice to bear on the city's most pressing problems. And New York City desperately needs that expertise. Consider the housing crisis. Who's driving it? Large corporate landlords and private equity firms that have bought up thousands of apartments, using algorithmic pricing to maximize rents while ordinary New Yorkers are priced out of their own neighborhoods. Consider healthcare costs. Who's behind them? Private equity firms that have bought hospitals, laid off staff, cut services, and raised prices, all in the name of profit. Consider the small business crisis, who's killing local shops and restaurants. Monopolistic platforms like Amazon that undercut prices, landlords that jack up commercial rents, and delivery apps that charge extortionate fees. Lina spent 4 years investigating exactly these kinds of corporate abuses at the federal level. Now she's bringing that fight to New York City. The Guardian wasn't exaggerating when it called Khan's appointment a warning to private equity. Her first major investigation at the FTC was into how private equity firms were consolidating industries, buying up competing companies, laying off workers, raising prices, and extracting profits. In New York, private equity firms have been doing exactly this with housing, healthcare, and small businesses. They've been operating with impunity, treating the city as their personal cash machine. Not anymore. Mamdani's appointment of Khan signals a fundamental shift. New York City is going to fight back against corporate consolidation and monopolistic practices. The transition team is already working on committees focused on housing affordability, economic development, and government operations. With Khan's expertise, these committees aren't just going to propose incremental tweaks, they're going to target the root causes of New York's affordability crisis. There's another dimension to this story that can't be ignored. Representation matters. Zohran Mamdani is the son of Ugandan Indian immigrants. Lina is the daughter of Pakistani immigrants. Both came to America as children. Both faced the challenges of navigating a new country, a new culture, a new system. And now they're leading the largest, most powerful city in America. For Pakistani Americans, for Muslim Americans, for South Asian Americans, for all immigrants, this is a moment of pride and possibility. It sends a powerful message. You belong here. Your voice matters. You can lead. In a political climate where immigrant communities face discrimination, stereotyping, and attacks, seeing immigrant leaders in positions of power isn't just symbolic, it's transformative. Make no mistake, the corporate establishment is panicking about this appointment. Real estate developers are nervous. Private equity firms are calling their lawyers. Big tech companies that do business with New York are reevaluating their strategies. Corporate lobbyists are preparing for battle. They remember what Lina did at the FTC. They know what she's capable of. And they know that city government, while not as powerful as federal regulators, still has significant tools at its disposal. New York City can change zoning laws to promote affordable housing, increase enforcement against corporate landlords, support small businesses and cooperatives, use the city's massive purchasing power to favor competitive markets, partner with state regulators to investigate corporate abuses, with Khan helping shape policy and Mamdani's political will to challenge corporate power. New York City could become a model for how local governments can fight back against monopolies and corporate consolidation.